Hey guys, what's up? I am here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, or Sorcery Fight, which is on episode 20. This episode right here, I can't be the only one who had my jaw dropped, okay? I was like, wow, dude, talk about crazy Milonakis right there. I mean, at least 80% of the episode at most was pretty much like Toto and Yuji fighting against like Hanami, but it was a little bit more than that when it comes to like the fight, you know. I mean, like in the way I look at it, it looks pretty slick. But if anything else, the analysis that Toto did on Hanami, you know, was actually pretty interesting, you know. We thought he was just like this big, tough, strong guy, but we get to know a little bit more about him and his backstory of how a woman changed his life after he beat up some kind of high schooler after being so like arrogant, you know. I thought it was pretty slick and cool in a certain way, and of course, like when it comes to like Toto himself, he's actually a really smart guy when I look at it, you know. I mean, the guy analyzed Hanami's attacks and moveset, etc., and knows that we just gotta make sure she doesn't activate it, you know. And we get to see a little bit more of that as the episode continues on, you know. And later on, we get to know his technique, you know. We've seen this like many episodes before, but it was never explained fully. It's like when he calls it boogie woogie. Now that sounds a little like funny name, but he can find a way to swap people as long as they have some cursed energy or something, you know, which I thought it was really nice and slick the way how he did it, you know, how he swaps with Yuji and himself almost all the time, and he could swap with Hanami too, getting in range of the attack or something, or go here, go in there. Pretty much Toto's ability of his boogie woogie is swapping people when he claps his hands, but at the same time, he can actually make a fool out of them by saying, oh, I don't need to activate my technique when I clap my hands. So the way sometimes when I clap my hands and I do it all the time, that's to get you thinking that's going to happen, but that's not the case. And when it comes to Yuji himself fighting Hanami too, he ends up actually using Black Flash multiple times, you know. And we have to it that when it comes to Nanami, he ends up having to explain it to Yuji to Black Flash, you know. And at most, like he managed to use it like maybe a couple times, like 4 times a day. And that just shows, like, when it comes to, like, Black Flash, there's only a certain amount of times you could use it, but when you use it, it's actually very great. And, of course, he managed to hit Nanami about, like, 3 times with Black Flash. I mean, the first time he did it, and then he did it a second time, and the third time, and the fourth time in this episode. Last episode, he landed 1, and then he landed 3 more in this episode. So I go, like, oh, wow, that's really slick. I guess Yuji, because of Toto having to train him and get him, like, pumped up and ready, and maybe with the right teachings here and there, they managed to actually, like, do some damage to Hanami. Even Toto managed to actually hit Hanami with, like, his cursed with the cursed weapon that Maki left behind for Toto. But unfortunately, that does not really kill her at all. We also get to see Hanami's other technique, which involves like something about her flower ability. You know, it's like this. Like she managed to, her left arm that has the flower bud or something. It steals the life from plants and converts it into cursed energy, but it never gets returned to her. And that she was about to do a domain expansion, which will be bad because when it comes to domain expansion, that means you have the bigger advantage. You know, but before she could do that, we have to it that Gojo Sensei ends up having to break the veil just by unclothing his eyes after getting into a center of the bubble of it. I'm like, holy motherfucker. We all knew Gojo Sensei was strong. I mean, the guy's in a whole different level of infinity, you know? Not to mention freaking what else he does is really hectic. We all know that he's the strongest sorcerer, but damn, dude, he's crazy. And we get to see, what's his name? Yoshinobu Gakuganji. Oh, man, that guy's a whole different level, too. Which is a good thing. I thought he was a stupid old, wise old man that wants Yuji dead, but he's actually strong, which is really, really slick. We get to see his power in this episode, but not before we get to a scene where one guy ends up having to use a sword that Juzo, the guy with the axe and all that, ends up having, you know. And we have to it that, what's her name again? Dang. Yeah, forgive me. All I know is like, she was on her way to go rest Utahime. She was attacked by this guy who has a sword that has a hand handle that is made by Juzo, but we have to it that Kugisaki along like what's her name? Mai ends up having to come up here and there, but unfortunately the veil is broken. He ends up escaping. And as for Juzo, which is the guy with the axe and the strange guy who wants to make things out of Gojo Sensei and someone else, we have to it that we get to see Yoshinobu Gakuganji's ability, you know? He actually ended up freaking messing up Juzo so badly after he told the guy, don't you dare hurt him whatsoever. I'm like, holy motherfucker. The way how what happened to Juzo, he got his arms, his legs all split into, just got torn to pieces and flesh, dude. I was like, wow, dude, are you that insane? That's kind of funny when I look at the freaking principal, man, when he wants Yuji dead. I was like, wow, dude, this guy is just insane. No wonder why the episode is called non-standard. But Gojo Sensei, knowing that he can't attack anyone else, he decides to activate these abilities, you know? Cursed Technique Amplification Blue, Cursed Technique Reversal Red. And then he ends up making purple, and before Hanami could, and you know, when it comes to Yuji, he was about to go out to Hanami because she was about to escape. But Todo says, hey, don't get near or you'll get caught in the blast. And we see Gojo Sensei unleash that blast, and dude, he freaking was insane. But we get to know a little bit more down the road that even though I thought their goal was to possibly seal Gojo Sensei, that wasn't the case. Mahito, or the Frankenstein curse, was actually after Sukuna's finger, you know? I go like, what the hell? So all that was a distraction just to like go after Sukuna's finger. And the episode ends off there, and then we get to see next episode's called Jujutsu Koshien. But obviously it's a baseball episode possibly because that's what the episode was showing me. Looking forward to next episode. Hopefully it'll be Slick and Gojo Sensei. Anytime he reveals his eyes, man, it's just saying, I'm about to whoop your ass. I'm about to whoop you down, boy. Get ready. Looking forward to next episode. Hopefully it'll be Slick, and even though, yeah. Gojo Sensei, Todo and Yuji, really slick, you know? Even Gojo freaking compliments Yuji getting a little stronger than before thanks to Todo Aoi, you know? Anyways, looking forward to next episode, and hopefully, like it'll be slick. And until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!